This amazing event in Calgary, Lucia with Cirque du Soleil. So we really hope you enjoyed as much as we did. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone. We're here at Lucia with Cirque du Soleil, and I'm super excited to be here. And I was just saying to Charlie that this is such a magical and amazing event. And I know every place you go to, everyone's like, "What? They're coming?" And everyone goes crazy. Welcome, Charlie. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for having us here. I know you guys are very busy. Can you tell us about this specific show, Lucia?
Yes, Lucia is a show that was inspired by the Mexican culture. So basically, through all the show, you follow this main character that is our clown, where he travels into different spaces of the country. So you will discover the sounds, the color, the beauty of the culture. And well, of course, it's a Cirque du Soleil show, so it's done with a lot of astonishing acrobatics.
So it's going to be amazing magic and everything that we can expect and beyond, right?
Oh yeah, and I mean, what is so unique about this show is that it's the first time that Cirque du Soleil was able to bring water on the road. So we have all this water element that is just amazing in this show. Well, this show is so colorful because we wanted to pay tribute to the Mexican culture, and it's a culture that is so colorful. So all the costume, as you can see behind me, we have so many different colors, and it's bright, but also the show brings so much joy. So yeah, for sure, like you're gonna have a smile on your face the entire time.
What does it feel to work in this type of events? You know, like specifically with Cirque du Soleil. How does it feel?
It's just like I feel blessed, honestly. Every day are different, and our job is basically to bring the talent of the wonderful artists, but also the technician and all the team that we work with on stage every night to create magic and like to amaze people. So I cannot dream of a better job.
I can't imagine. And I know you guys travel around like every single place. I see you guys and I follow them on social media, so I know where they are most of the time. So, how do you do that? Because I know you were, for example, we were just talking before the interview. You were in Mexico by the end of last year, and then but you keep on working. So, how does that work?
Well, we have a tour plan that we know about a year in advance, so we know where we're gonna visit the world, and like we travel with a team who is taking care of like making sure that we can move this entire village from one place to the other. And I mean, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of logistic because we travel with 67 trucks, so we need to plan in advance. But like we've been doing this for over 30 years now, so we know how to do it, and it's what we do best. So just bring the circus everywhere we can.
Where does it start? Like, where's the base of Cirque du Soleil?
Our headquarters is in Montreal, so every time we are going to create a new show, it's going to happen in Montreal. So the creation team will meet there. This is where they're going to put together the stage, where they will design the costumes, the makeup, cast the artists for the show. And after that, well, they put together the show, and once it's ready to go on the road, like we go and we travel all around the world.
How does it start? I just wonder.
Like the creative process for a show like Lucia will take over 2 years. So by the time that Cirque decided to put a new show on the road, then they will decide who will be the creator of the show. For example, Lucia, it was Daniele Finzipasca, and then he builds under him a team of creators, so the set designer, music, a costume, and they start and work on the idea, brainstorm like how are we going to put this show together. And once this is done, they create what we call the acrobatic skeleton. So they decide what type of acrobatics we want in this show, and after that our scouting team will go and reach out for artists, and all these wonderful people will come in Montreal, work together, start rehearse, because some of the acrobats will never worked together before, so they need to learn this part. And when all the acts are ready, they will work on the staging, so all the transition, how do we move and stuff like this on stage. And after that, well, we're ready for premiere.
I know there's crazy things in acrobatics, and I've seen things that, oh my God, and I can't remember what was the show, but there's one, it's called something about death.
The Wheel of Death.
The Wheel of Death. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, do these guys know what that they were going to be risking their lives so much? I mean, to normal or poor mortals, we call it in theater. that are watching the show, right? We're like, oh my God, how did they come up with that? Do they come up with crazy ideas that people don't know if they're going to be able to do it?
They like, for example, in Lucia, like when they had the idea of integrating water. I mean, it's a crazy idea of
It is.
how are we going to perform acrobatics underwater, but they do tests, they do like research and development to see how it's what is feasible or not. And for sure, our main priority at Cirque is the safety of our artists. So like they push it to a level to make sure, but in the parameter that is always safe, and then the artists will train and they will learn to work with new element. But it's also like what makes it so beautiful. Like how can we change stuff? How can we do something different? And this is why we're so good at it, and why our shows are so different from one and the other, because we try new stuff and we try to push it to a different level.
And you know, I was watching, and I've talked to a few people that work with Cirque du Soleil, and they always say that Cirque du Soleil pushes them to their limit. Like there's things that they didn't even know they were capable of doing, but once they become part of the family, it's like, oh, I didn't know I was able to do this. So this is amazing. So for everyone that's watching, where can they follow you guys? And for more information on shows, because I know there's people watching this interview all over the world. So do you have or no ideas of shows that are permanent, like for example in Las Vegas, that there's like that kind of thing? Where would they go to find all that information?
Right now we have 19 shows all around the world, so I would say like that cirquedusoleil.com is the best place to go and see all the shows, to know more about every single one of them, where we are and when. And especially for Lucia, if you want to follow as well our Facebook page, we always say where we are and where we're going next. So
and all the pictures and all the videos and everything, so follow them. Thank you very much.
thanks to you.